Hi everyone, it's Leanne. How you going? Um, I'm making a journal covers because what I'm going to do is I started doing some of these sample books, and they're just little books. I use some Graphics Fairy ephemera, and I have just opened up some cardstock, black cardstock. I've divided it in three, and this one's called Black Laces, and they're just samples of black lace, and I've made it into a little booklet with some lace up top here. I've got some raffia, whatever they call it, and this is a sample book only, and I just started making a few of them. This one's a sample tag book. It's lace tags, that's what it's called, and there's black and white lace tags there, and it's another sample. So I've got some on the front there, you can see. So what I'm going to do is make a folder for some of those little booklets that I'm making, sample booklets, and I'm going to put some more booklets in there, and then do some more work on them and have some little samples of stuff. And it just gives a nice little book of interests, and I enjoyed making them. So you need a spine of 2 inches by 8.5 inch. I'm just using a Uncle Toby Oates box. So 2 inch by 8.5 inch for the spine, and for the cover it's 4.5 by 8.5 inch. 4.5 by 8.5. So you need 2 of them and 1 spine. I've got an extra spine there. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out the way they should be. I want to keep the clear in the clear part of the box inside. It's waxy, and I may not even do anything with that because it's waxed and it feels really good. I'm going to give it probably 1/4 of an inch spine between each piece, 1/4 of an inch. Sorry, 1/8 of an inch, not 1/4, about 1/8. So let's just do one. I'm going to put it together, and then I'm just going to tape it with a bit of, what do you call this, masking tape, is it? And I've already got it stuck. Hang on. There we go. It's very sticky stuff when it wants to be. When you want it to be really sticky, it's not. Anyway, let's get back to this. So give it 1/8 of an inch. Oh my gosh. About there. And I'm going to just put some tape on it. Like that. Just get these pieces off. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Make sure it's even on the bottom to the top. Like that. And we will cut it off. Somehow I'm not happy with that one. It's not level. Alright, we'll leave it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. You can always trim up your book if you're not happy with just a fraction out, like that. Like this one's longer than the spine, just by a fraction. If you can't live with it, just cut off your cardboard leather. Okay, so I've done that. Let's just see if it bends. Yes, it's very flexible. I'm just going to chop these off a bit better. That. Okay. There we go. And turn it over and do the same to the front. Let's just chop it off. How's everyone been? I hope everyone is well. I've had some very busy months. New grandchild, helping our son move into his first home. I've had very sick. I've had the flu non-stop for 6 months at least. And I haven't been able to shake it. I had shingles. I had... everything happened to me. I'm still not well, but I'm getting depressed, so I have to get up. There's no one else going to help me. I really am on my own here. And I thought, I have to get up. Does anyone ever feel trapped within their marriage or lonely? Well, that's me. And I'm sure there's people out there feel the same way at times. Anyway, there we go. Let's see how flexible our little folder is. And it's pretty flexible. Okay. The next step is to cover it. And that's what we're going to do. So I will be right back to cover it with something. Okay. I've got some double-sided tape here that I found. Let me see. Oops. Come back. Oh. Okay, I found this brown. I don't know, maybe a shirt was on it or something. But I like the colour. It's a crafty brown. So I'm going to use it to cover this. Now I'm going to try and be even with right round, giving it the same amount each side. About there. Pen. I'm back in my room. My son, I used to have this room I'm in now, I used to have as a craft room a few years ago. And then my son came back from overseas. And then I had to get out of here, so I packed down everything because we were going to move. We didn't end up moving. We ended up renovating an old house we owned. And so we left that house to be rented out, and I'm still back here in my Sydney home. And my son then started going out with a girl, and she fell pregnant, and then he moved into her house, and then he was coming back sometimes to sleep because of all the noise, because she's got 4 young girls, and now she's got our grandson, so that's 5 children she has. And then they bought their first home. So the whole bedroom's mine. Yippee! Some might say. Well, I packed down everything to leave, to go and move and retire. And my husband doesn't want to retire now. So we're stuck here in Sydney while he works. And our country old house that we have, it's a really old home, it's 98 years old, we have left to renovate it so we can rent it out, because it's so old, as you can imagine, and it's completely not practical to live in anymore. The bathroom, so we're putting in a new bathroom. We took out some old chimneys. I showed you that on some film, didn't I? And not moving there now. And then I opened up most of my boxes and put it back in my son's bedroom. So that's exactly where I am right now, in my old craft room, son's room, ex-son's room. No, not ex-son, but ex-room. So it's mine now, back again. And it's quite a nice big room. It's an old room too, it's an old house. And I think that might be enough. Did you see what I did there? I just put all the glue, and I made sure it had contact. It's this box is very glossy and very waxy, so I put a lot down so it would stick. Some people actually sandpaper the box so they can paint it, and also for the glue as well. So okay, here we go. We're going to pull off all these laborious pieces of sticky tape, backing, or double-sided tape, or score tape, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to roll my sleeves up and get into it. So that's the situation. I'm living still in Sydney. Not going to move to the country where we have a really, really old home and retire. The retirement age has just been left at 67. Doesn't affect us, but oops, what's happened there? Let me see. I can get it from this end. Sometimes this stuff is very, very, oops, missed that one. Very, very hard to take off. It's very fiddly. Be good if it was all like that. So, I'm in Sydney still. Nice place to be. The weather's warming up. It's spring. Buds are starting to appear on my lemon tree, my lime tree, and some of the other trees, fruit trees that I've got around the place. The backyard was a mess because, as you can appreciate, we've been renovating somewhere else and we've abandoned or neglected, I should say, this house. So I got my husband out mowing and fixing up our yard. Right, I'm just going to get... Oh dear, where is everything? That's the other problem, is I don't know where everything is. I'm just going to go down that line, try and see if I can score it. I'm just going to sort of slowly pull that up. Now what I need is my bone folder, so I can fold that down a little bit, but we might be able to make do with the roller. Let's see how we go. Right, it's not too bad. Okay, I've got to find that bone folder though. Oh God, I'll have to look for it later. I'm not sure. Anyway, grab your scissors. We're going to cut these bits off and we're going to come close to the end, like that. Like that. And like that. Now, what we have to do is try and figure out, because this paper is so hard to work with. Oh dear. I'm just going to try and get it right up there. Like that. Might roll it down. Oh dear, that was hard. Let's try this one. This is a little bit of a cardboard, but it's a crafty colour. You know, the brown paper bag colour. And it's not a bad colour. I don't mind it. So, it's going alright. I think it's a little bit, what's the word? It's stronger than cardstock, so not by much, but a bit, so it's hard to manoeuvre. Okay, there we go. So I get score tape again, and I will be back after I've score taped everything. I just don't want you to sit there and get bored. Okay, I'm back. I found my bone folder. Right, that does help. Alright, let's start on the long ends. And we'll take off our tape. Now put two pieces on this, on the edge, and one on the box itself, or the covers. Just to give it added support. because it's a cardboard and I want it to stick down. Right. Let's do the other side. Can everyone see? You can see, you can't see. There. Okay, so let's take that one off. That one off. And that one. Let's get our folder in there. Right, let's do the sides. Now, I've sort of got these ones stuck. I should have been a bit more fair dinkum, and so I'll try and get it off. Just hang fire. There we go, that one came off. Some people use a little tool to get these off. I should get one. Right, now we've got a bit of cardboard there. I'm just going to sort of scrape it in. So there we go. And turn it over. Like that. The next one. And the lucky last. I'm going to try and get this one out from underneath. Which we can do. There we go. Okay. There we go. I think that's okay. Right, let's just get our bone folder and crease the lines up again so we can fold them. Just lift it up slowly. Bend it over slowly. And we can do that. Let's do it to the other one. Fold it up. Okay, there we go. There's our folder. All done. Neatly standing up. Right, I'm not too fussed about covering the inside. It's very neat in there, but I suppose we might, but I'm not going to do it to the end. Where's our sample books that we made? Now see, these sample books are white and black lace tags, and all I've done is I've used a Graphics Fairy tag, and I have placed it on some black cardstock, and then I've glued some beautiful lace down. This is the white one, this is the black one, and then of course there's little ones. All I've done is I've stuck some lace on the front as a belly band type thing, and all I've done is place them in there like that. Now there's so much more you can do with these. I've just done it as an example. There's the white one. I've used some raffia on the top, some lace, there's some belly bands again, These are lace tags. There's some tiny little white ones, tiny little black ones with the belly band as well. And that's all I've done. And the front is a sample. You can do so much more with them, but I've just made them so that they can fit into this book, this folder, and they're just samples. And here's the black lace sample book. It's got all black lace samples in there. I've used some Raffia again because I had it around. That's the lace I used, and I've just used a photo frame with the words black lace in it with some white lace around it, like that. And that's another one that I've made. I'm going to make some more and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But let me just see if this elastic fits around it. These brown ones. No, they're too small. So I have found some white lace, not lace, elastic. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it with a bit of tightness to it. Okay, I'm going to do it another way. I'll tie it first, then I'll tie it tighter. Put my finger on it and then do that. There, that's better. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Here we go. Yep, that feels tight enough, I think. I'm just going to give that a couple of knots to make sure it holds. Boy, what's wrong with my fingers today? Woohoo. Okay. Let's do another one. Two, three knots. There we go. Let's do a few more. Move them over. I'll just do one more to show you. You can fit quite a few on this spine easily. Now you can use a different elastic. You can use a black one that might tie in better. I don't mind the white, but two, three. Okay, so I've got 3 elastics there so far. You can even them out if you want. Right, now let's put our samples in. Let's do this beautiful lace one. It's lace. Let's move that over to the front a bit more. Like that. Our next sample book is here. Is there. Okay, so we've got our sample books. There they are there. They're in the folder like that. can have that out the top if you want. So that's what it looks like. Now I'll just go to show you. I'll be right back because I just want to show you how to make those folders. Alright, here we go. I have got a black cardstock. This one measures 11 and 5/8. 11 and 5/8. So what we do is 3 into 11 and 5/8. Well, I don't know. But let's go 4 inches. This is an A4 size piece of cardstock, black. Let's go 4 inches. Let's go 8 inches. 4, 8, and the rest that's left is 3 and 5/8. So I've got 4 inches and 3 and 5/8. And that's good because when we fold over this one here, you can see there's about 1/4 of an inch left right here. You see the 1/4 of an inch left just there? Just there. There it is there. And that folds in on the folder, which is good because you've got this room here that if it bulked up a bit, you would have plenty of room. So when you fold this one over that matches the back one, it's a great size. So you've got 4 inches there, 4 inches on the back, and you've got, sorry, in the middle, and then you've got the 3 and 5/8 on the end. And that's it. So 4 inches, another 4 inches, so 4, 8, and then 3 and 5/8 is left over. And you fold that in first. So you get that 1/4 of an inch there, or almost 1/2 an inch free, so it doesn't bulk it down. Now, that's what we do. So when we come over to our sample book, sample folder, sample journal, whatever you want to call it, it's easy to put in. There we go. Fits down perfectly. So you could put quite a few little booklets in there, do whatever you wanted with them. But I was just seeing what I could do with some of the Graphics Fairy ephemera that I had. And that's what I come up with, the black lace sample book. Then I come up with the sample book of lace tags, black and white. And then you could come up with something else, maybe, I don't know, sample of stamps or sample of anything, paints, anything. And you could keep making these black folders. There's quite a few. There's plenty of room there to put heaps more elastic and bunch them all together. Because there's, what, 2 inches there, I think, isn't there? So that's not too bad. Now, decorating the book. Well, decorating your sample book. And also you can cover the insides if you wanted to as well. We could do that, but it's sort of a commercial sample book, isn't it? Folder and journal. So I don't know, you could put something on front. I'll come up with something and I'll put in another video. And we'll figure that out together. So there's our sample book that I did. Anyway, I haven't seen you for a while, so it's nice to be back. I'm slowly building back up again. It's very hard once you're away to build back up, isn't it? But I'm getting there. And I've been enjoying watching everyone. I mightn't comment, but I have watched you all and I really enjoy it. watching everyone on YouTube do crafts, and also what do you call it, bookkeeping, scrapbooking, keeping. I've enjoyed everything. There's a few people that have come back on YouTube that I haven't seen for quite a few years. That's really good. I'll give a shout out to Samara, who's on a plant-based diet, and she is under half her body weight now. And if you want to go over and see her channel, Sumatra, you can see how much she cooks her vegan food or her plant-based food, and she's under half her body weight. She has had surgery, but she continues to stay on a diet and lose weight, and she's doing really well. And I want to shout out to her and say you're a great inspiration. Keep going, Samara. And thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video. So please take care.